Hi, everybody, and welcome to the next installment of our interviews for the Soul Success Summit. I'm Elisa Wilcox. I'm a six-figure business coach. I specialize in systems and automation. And I'm here with Jaclyn Urban Luna. She's the owner of Urban Luna Coaching, and she's one of our fantastic speakers for the first weekend of the summit, which is March 30th and 31st here in Santa Barbara. So welcome, Jaclyn. We're happy to have you.
Thank you so much.
And Jaclyn is a money and behavior and relationship coach. Am I saying that right?
Yep, money, behavior, and relationship coach. That's
Awesome.
what I do.
I loved reading your application when it came in because you spoke a lot about how people in your family are all accountants and kind of financial advisors, and that it was kind of tough for you. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. So my dad is a accountant. Actually, he's just retired over a year now, but that's what he did for like over 30 years of his life. My mom also got her bachelor's degree in accounting. She's also a piano teacher. That's what she chose to do as a stay-at-home mom. So that's where I get my musicality from, which I'll circle back to. But by trade, they're both, accountants. My twin brother is an accountant as well. And my sister is a financial analyst. And so I was kind of the black sheep in the family because I was always a creative. And what that means is like, I always pursued musicality, got my music degree, became a music teacher, and an opera singer. And then I became a yoga instructor. So kind of in the opposite side of the brain than like everyone else in my family operated from, except for a little bit. My mom has that musicality. So there was a little bit of a relationship there, but otherwise I really felt like I was the only one who didn't like numbers, and I never felt comfortable with money. And even though my parents, I know that's kind of the irony, is that my parents taught me how to be responsible with money, but for me it always sounded more like what you can't, like being responsible, but it sounded limiting to me, like you can't do this, make sure you don't money doesn't grow on trees, and got to be careful. Like it just felt like there was never enough money, even though we were comfortable growing up, but they were just very, I would say, towards like the cheap side or really conservative with their money, which there is definitely some wisdom in that. But I had a hard time really grasping the wisdom from that. I really rebelled against it, which is what led me to my path now.
Love it. And it's hard. It's hard to be the black sheep. It's hard to kind of blaze your own path when you have people that are completely on a different path and they're all together on the same path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It was really challenging. I mean, it eventually led me to getting into like 5 figures of credit card debt, because I was all about like possibility and like, I'm going to create a life that I love. And all of my credit card debt, if you look, it started when I studied abroad in Italy, and then my yoga teaching certification and all the things that I wanted to like improve my own personal life, but also like expand my skill set to serve others.
Right.
So it was easy to qualify, and then it just tumbled out of control. And so then I realized what I heard, that scarcity I heard in my parents, like there was never enough money. I rebelled against it. Like, no, I can do anything. But then I didn't know how to tie in how to be ultra responsible for the investments I was making.
Right.
So,
kind of a balance, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Like the joke ended up being on me. So, so then I really had to learn about my money behaviors. And that's why I'm passionate about doing that with women now, is really looking at how you think you might have power in your life, or you're the driver of the ship, so to speak, like I felt, but it really was landing me in a disempowering place with money specifically. So on the outside, it looked like I was doing great things, and I was, but there was a consequence to that. And I really had to learn how to be responsible and still create a life I loved. I was like, I don't even know how to do that. Diving into money.
I love that. I think that's such a valuable topic for entrepreneurs, especially women, because we feel like we have to take care of everybody else first. And it's tough. It's tough to really sit down with your own financial habits It can be really tough. So with your clients now, just so we can kind of share this, you work on, is it equal parts finance and relationships?
Yes. Well, I would equal parts, close to. So the program that I offer is a 3-month experience. It's called the Financially Foxy and Lifestyle Moxie Academy.
Love it.
Yeah. And so what I did was I created what I wish I had like 7 years ago. So I'm acting as the money behavior coach. So that means that we do a deep dive into people's money stories and like what they really think about money. And really when you get into money, you get into personal power.
Right.
So people, exchanging money, keeping money, asking for money, managing money is all about how they manage their power. So deep dive into that. And then the relationship piece comes in the 3rd month of the academy. All the participants have the option to go into a deep dive in how to do money with your honey.
I love it.
Because what can happen, is like as women, we can develop all these skills and around our money mindset and our behaviors. And then we, try to make our financial decisions from that new empowered place. And then we meet pushback from our spouse who might have different money behaviors, different money priorities. And it's like a whole thing.
Right.
So so I provide that in the 3rd month. Now, if it doesn't apply to a woman directly, if she's not in a relationship at that time, she can choose to go further into a deep dive into money behavior with me if there's like a sabotage pattern that she's really wrestling with. Mm-hmm. So they have an option with that. And then as far as the nuts and bolts of finances, I also felt like there's a lot of money mindset programs out there, but it might be great to walk out of the program and go, okay, now I have a new money story. The scarcity thoughts that were running in the background, I either have completely dissolved them or I can acknowledge them and stop them from sabotaging me. But when they go to their actual bank account, they don't know how to organize it. They don't know actually how to put their money in a place where their money will grow for them. They don't really know how to build that fast liquid savings, like more than nuts and bolts, tactical, practical, which is what I always struggled with too. So my team, I have a fee-only certified financial planner. Fee-only, I'm adamant about that because then I know that the financial advice that she provides is unbiased. So I think that's important. And I also have a business finance strategist on the team because the women I work with, which I know we talked about who's my ideal client, the women I work with are entrepreneurs. So they have their own businesses and there's so many questions all the time. How do I streamline my business finances? So it's not all over the place. So I'm not behind on getting payments from people. How do I strategize for my quarterly goals? And, tax payments, estimated tax payments. How do I set my company up as an entity and all the tax questions? So it's like a one-stop shop to really get your personal finance handled, your business finance handled, and your inner makeover, on the soulful end of things. So.
Oh, I love this. This is so valuable. And I just love having this available to anyone attending the summit and all of your clients. And I just think it's just such a valuable piece to have in your business. And I think it's one that's overlooked quite often because we think, oh, we're making money. I'm sure we're fine. It's like, well, are you really maximizing the power of your investments? Is your business set up correctly? Do you have the proper, tax arrangements in place? Things like that. So
totally.
I think it's awesome. So is there one takeaway that you want people to have as they see you at the summit?
I think that there's like so much. I think that like our self-worth and our net worth can get collapsed.
Oh, that's really
and I think that they are intertwined. But so what I mean is the extent to which that you have financial power and financial wholeness, which I have those as different things. Financial power is having like a savviness with money, your actions with money. And then the wholeness is more of like on a spiritual side, like feeling at peace with money, actually feeling free with money, because there are women who are high income earners who might look to be financially free, but they don't feel free. So that's where like that wholeness comes in. So I think the takeaway would be looking in your life and seeing if you you really do have the financial success you want to create, that you are capable. And that if you do create the financial success, to check in with yourself and notice whether you have a financial wholeness about it, where you really have a financial freedom and a financial like fulfillment around the money that you're generating, that it feels good. So checking in with that. And I think there can be some big aha moments around that, and that it's possible to have both the material wealth that you deserve and the wholeness around it that you deserve. So
awesome.
Yeah.
If there's one thing I could kind of take away from women that I know, or clients, or just people I know who are business owners, it's to detach the emotion from your finances. You know, it's like we attach emotion to how much money we have or how much money we don't have. And it really kind of creates a lot of blocks. So I think the service that you're providing to people is just hugely valuable. So thank you.
Yeah, you're so welcome. It's deep work, and I'm always learning and evolving in my own money story too. So yeah.
Well, we're excited to have you. So
Thank you.
Jaclyn will be with us in Santa Barbara at the Soul Success Summit, and you are March 30th and 31st, and you will be speaking here. And then we have two things happening right now. So this video will be posted on our YouTube channel for the Soul Success Summit. It will also be posted all over Facebook. And so we're going to include Jaclyn's affiliate code underneath the video. And then we also have a promo happening right now between now and October 15th. If you buy your ticket, and we'll post a link for that as well. And then there's a space for your people, your networks, to put your name there, Jaclyn. Then you save $300 off your ticket. So early bird tickets before October 15th are going to get you $300 off. And then you'll be here and you will see Jaclyn and all of our other speakers and attendees. And we have a lot of people coming that are traveling internationally that are coming to Santa Barbara. So it's a perfect place to make connections and grow your business internationally. And I mean, it's really just the beginning of connection. So I'm super pumped. I'm excited to have you, Jaclyn. And thank you for taking time to sit and chat today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it too. And I'm so excited to meet all the women and just be surrounded by the high vibes of this summit and learning from everyone. It's gonna be awesome. So
yeah, I'm very excited. Anybody that attends, in addition to our speakers, are also added to our private Facebook group so that this connection can really continue and the momentum can continue to build. So very, very exciting.
Yay.
All right, my dear. Well, we will see you soon in Santa Barbara.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great day.
Thanks. You too.
Bye.